Really, our first race with Corvettes was 1988 in the Corvette Challenge. We raced every one of the Corvette Challenge races. We've been racing Corvettes since 1998 in the Trans-Am series, and then we moved to Corvettes in the World Challenge, and then Corvettes again in the American Le Mans series, and here we are back at Grand-Am. But in 2002, we ran a Corvette at Daytona at the Paul Revere 250 at the 4th of July race, and we won that race. So we do have a little bit of history in Grand-Am. We did win a Grand-Am race. One of the main reasons to come to Grand-Am, the rules are pretty fair. The engine rules, the tire rule, everybody runs on Pirelli tires. I'm really impressed with the Pirelli tires. The good thing about this, if you have tire management, then it's up to the team to manage their tires, but all the tires are the same, and that to me was a huge selling factor. The rules that Grand-Am has, I think the rules are pretty fair. And the rules in the engine, in the other series we were running in, we had to have restrictors, and the restrictors allowed you to build a very, very expensive engine, and then you restrict it down and take away 100 or 150 horsepower. In Grand-Am, they know what the horsepower is supposed to be. They have their own dyno, their own tech center, and they make the rules so that you can just build the engine. It's a very inexpensive engine to build, and it's got a long life expectancy. You don't have to really build the engine to the limit, and we should be able to go 3 or 4 races without any engine problems. The other factor was that in the Grand-Am Prep 1, the Prep 1 class, we start with a stock Corvette frame, a real Corvette street car. Well, this actually was a street car. It actually has a serial number and everything, and we turned it into a race car. So you take a $50,000 Corvette, and $300,000 later you have a Grand-Am car, which that price was a little bit more than we expected, but you know what? It's still about half price of the car that we ran before. The other thing we do, and one of the main reasons we wanted to run a Corvette Prep 1 car, is there's a lot of parts on this car that we actually sell on our street cars. We use a Bilstein shock package on this, and we have Bilstein shocks we sell for the street. We use a Ram Air system that we made for the street Corvettes, and we use that, and we actually try to validate the parts that we make for street cars in a racing series. In Grand-Am is the closest there is to a street car, the engine rules and everything. It transfers much easier to our performance parts that we sell. We're really happy to be at Grand-Am. I think this car is going to give us some a really long life. It's going to give us a useful life that's going to be much longer than some of the other series, and it's going to be less expensive to run, so it fits in this economy. Anytime you can give somebody value for their dollar, I think it's a good thing, and the Grand-Am has done that. It's a really good class, and then it boils down to the drivers and the team. Corvettes have been our business. Our main business is LG Motorsports. We race Corvettes, that's what we do, and we build parts for Corvettes. And my philosophy is we don't come to a race unless we think we can win. If there's a chance for us to win, then the rest of the learning curve is up to us. So with the basic package that we get in Grand-Am, we know there's going to be a learning curve, everything from just making a mistake or whatever, but at least the burden is on us. I think the package, a Corvette built to Prep 1, should be a competitive car. Will we be able to race it up at the front 3? I think eventually we will. We got Kelly Collins and Eric Lux, 2 excellent drivers. So I think we have a really good driver package. We wanted to have a second car, and we will have eventually, but for the moment we didn't get the driver lineup for that car. So the learning curve, yes, there's a learning curve. We're in denial. We don't think that there's going to be that big a learning curve for us. I think we have good drivers. I think we put together a really good package. And like I said, I don't come to a race without at least having a chance to win, and I believe that we have a chance to win. Now it's up to my drivers and it's up to my team.